Next up in the Forgotten Gialli Volume 6 set is Naked You Die, otherwise known as the Young, the Evil, the Savage. I should have known I was in for a rare treat when I saw the director's name, Antonio Margheriti, whose films I genuinely really enjoy. I haven't discovered one from him yet that I haven't enjoyed, so it was good to see his name pop up. The transfer on this was phenomenal. It's really, really great. It's set in late to mid-60s. So it's got all these wonderfully vibrant clothes and settings and everything just pops. And the story is hokey and kind of fun. It's set at a boarding school of sorts. And at the start of this one, you see a murder, where a body is stuffed into a trunk and it is delivered to the school. Nobody checks, they just throw it in the basement. And then we have a group of girls at this finishing school and a group of teachers and some new additions, and we have our cast of victims and murderer. Just figuring out who is who. And I really kind of love this setup because right from the start you get a bunch of new people into this school, adults. You have these kids who are very childlike in certain moments, are very young, and you kind of get the different idea of their personalities. There's one I particularly liked who wanted to be an investigator, who tries to instigate herself into the police investigation once murders start appearing on this school, and they know that something is going wrong. So we get the introduction of Inspector Durand, who comes in and adds a whole lot to this film.
C'è un assassino qui intorno, un maniaco, e lei non vuole parlare. Ma si rende conto che può colpire ancora?
There is so much going on here that I really enjoyed, but it feels kind of light and fluffy. It doesn't feel as dark and as grimy as some other giallos. There's a certain polished nature to it, whether it's the fantastic transfer or not. I just found it really great. You get these characters who are all doing kind of dodgy stuff at the wrong time. You know, you'll have the new swimming teacher who they find in the woods, kind of running about with a swimsuit on, and they're kind of like, hang on, we've just had somebody almost murdered, you're doing this. He's like, I'm just trying to keep fit. And it's all these people who are doing the most ridiculous things that just lead themselves into being considered suspects for the murderer.
Faccio del footing e metto sempre questi calzoni e anche un foglio di plastica qui sotto il maglione.
And I would say that the one thing about Naked You Die is that almost immediately you kind of have a rough idea of who the killer is, or at least I did. It doesn't really hide it. It's very apparent. And when the reveal comes later on, you're just kind of like, yeah, I know. I just need to know the reason as to why they are doing what they are doing. But the group of girls I thought were really fascinating, and all the individual relationships that they had going on. And there is this, idea of these young women being preyed upon by these older men all throughout the school, and how this kind of idea of these young women wanting these older men.
Mi sono innamorata di lei.
Di me? Oh, io sono troppo vecchio per te, sono uno scapolo incallito.
Which was really kind of a little bit grimy underneath the polished surface of this film. Everything about the look was fantastic, from the clothing to the staging to the characters to the way this was shot, and some of the exquisite moments of suspense. There's one where a character is running from the killer and is hiding out, and it really ekes every ounce of suspense and tension out of that sequence. The blood is almost gone in this one. It's not really there. The killer mostly strangles people, and to be honest, it doesn't really look that great. Holds their neck for a little second and they kind of go overtly limp as they kind of fall down and pass out. And if you're looking for blood and guts and gore, you're not going to get it in this one. This one is all driven by the mystery, by this almost Scooby-Doo-like feeling to it. which I know is not a great way to describe something, but it has that feeling of one location, group of people going through the kind of tropes, but adding in some really nice characters that elevate it a lot and some cool sequences. I really enjoyed Naked You Die. I don't think it's the best in this set. I don't think it will be the best in this set, but for me, it was one that I really did just go, I like this almost immediately. And I definitely prefer Naked You Die, even though that's just basically the first murder, other than the young, the evil, the savage. But hey, I'm so glad that this is in this set and that I've got to watch it. And that's 2 for 2, 2 fantastic Gialli movies. Hopefully the third one lands as well. I would love to know your thoughts on Naked You Die, so let me know in the comment box below whether you loved it, hated it, found it completely average. I want to know your opinion as well, so drop it down there. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com. Always how much you can support. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.